Consistency. That is literally the name of the game if you want to be a successful freelancer on Upwork. This is the last video of this playlist, all about the basics and what you should be doing to be an online freelancer on Upwork. If this is the first video you stumbled on, then I would recommend watching the other videos if you want to learn more about this. We've actually done, I think, 5 right now. We've done the optimizing profile. There is a proposal template that I give you. We talk about pricing. We talk about service delivery and retention. We talk about when to hop off the platform. And now is the final one, talking about a little bit about the mindset and consistency. This is gonna be pretty short. And again, just a candid conversation amongst us, me kind of telling you my experiences and the mindset that you should really have going into this. But then the question is, who the heck am I? My name is Brandon and I run a video editing agency that is now turning into a creative agency. And I started freelancing a year ago. And in a few months, I went from just a freelancer on Upwork to now running a full-time business. Currently, we have 7 clients, all ranging from 1 to 2K per month on a monthly retainer, and we're getting real close to a 10K goal. And in no means am I a specialist or know everything about this process. This is just my perspective and experiences, and to really show you that anyone can really get started on this, especially if you're on the fence on actually taking this off the ground and becoming that online freelancer. Great. So with all that out the way, we need to talk about consistency and your mindset, really. Because if you want clients online, especially if you've never done this before, you really just have to trust the process. Be consistent. Do the things that I've talked about throughout this whole playlist and just keep working at it. Keep going. Like you've probably heard this plenty of times already and like, oh, just continue doing it, be consistent, but it's true, right? You can't fail if you don't give up, right? You can't fail if you don't quit, right? It's not about how many times you fall, right? They always talk about that stuff. But here the framework is given. We're living in this information age where you can really figure out how to do things online, on YouTube, Google, everywhere. And it's just implementation. It's just action. Sometimes there's people who are just paralyzed by how much opportunity that's out there. And I think that's the whole point of this video specifically, and why I put it at the very end, is that you could do these techniques and send these proposals for like a week and nothing happens, right? You could send them for 2 weeks, maybe nothing happens. Maybe you send it for 3 weeks and one person answers and maybe says no. And maybe after a month, that's like a small enough sample size to maybe reevaluate what you've been doing. But even that's not enough, right? If this is something that you really want, then you can't just stop at just 1 month of doing it, right? You have to be consistent. You have to keep going. Quantity is what's going to lead to quality. You're going to need both in this business like direction. You need quantity to then get quality. You need a sample size to then reevaluate before you change anything. And to get there sooner is consistency. And I'm telling you right now, with these things that I've told you in this playlist, they worked for me. Again, for me. But I don't see them not working for you in other niches. And maybe the information isn't groundbreaking and it isn't like super innovative, but that's not what the point is. The point of this is to do the things that the other successful people on the platform have done and do your best to stand out, right? There are people who are constantly just sending out messages without really a care in the world. But if you can also send out a bunch of messages that are a bit more thought out, that have a more personalized first line, that have a Loom video, that have these PDFs when you hop on calls, that have this enthusiastic communication that you have with a client, right? Like these are the small things that add up to then continually get clients and to continually keep them. Consistency all the time, doing it day in and day out, right? Don't stop. And there's a point where you might have to just actually stop, right? Like let's say maybe in like 3 months, if nothing's actually happening, or in 2 months, you can't wait 3 months, but in 2 months, nothing's actually happening, then there is a crack somewhere here, right? Maybe there's something that you actually do have to reevaluate. But I would say do these things and these techniques for at least 1 full month. Like, I mean, straight up, like 30 days. Do that for 30 days. See what happens. Leave in the comment what happens. And yeah, and if anything, like, let us know. We genuinely want to know. And we would like to like help you and talk to you through it to really figure it out. Don't worry about money. Like the money ain't a thing here. Like money isn't the issue here. The money will come. If money is just energy, you just have to tweak your frequency to attract it, right? Stop chasing it. Focus on the process, trust the process, keep doing the thing consistently, day in and day out, with enough attention and energy towards that specific thing. The universe will reward you, right? Law of attraction, whatever you want to call it. Who cares about that stuff? Let's not even think about it like that. Just Just do the things. You now have the tools and the frameworks from someone who's done it, who's I've also studied other people who've done it. It's all from a place of like well thought out execution, right? And that's all you need to be doing. Well thought out execution. But even before the well thought out part, you just need execution, right? So that's the point of this video. Action, consistency, keep doing it. Don't lose like the vision in your head. Don't lose the goal in mind. Just go ahead and do it. If you just want to talk about it or even jump on a call with us where maybe you just don't have someone else that you want to talk about this with, we are more than willing to do that. And we just want to see more people really reach for their goals, especially when it comes to like building an online business or doing these kind of things in the creative space, right? Something that I'm super passionate about is just kind of relaying this information, passing it on, passing it forward, and making sure that, yo, you can do these things, especially here in 2023 where like post-pandemic world where digital and AI is becoming more and more relevant and job security isn't as secure as it used to be. So there are more people getting into this stuff, and there's a lot of like just bullshit on the internet where they don't even tell you what to do. There's all these like cookie cutter or like kind of gatekeeping kind of going on here, right? Like who cares about that, right? Just here's some stuff, go ahead and do it. Review the material, watch it again if you need to, leave any questions. We're here to help. Check in the description. There'll be more links on ways that we can help you. And that's pretty much it. So hope this was helpful. I hope this playlist was helpful at all. If it was, please leave in the comments what was helpful. If there's any questions, again, we're more than happy, more than open to talk about them. So if you like this, go ahead and like, subscribe. There'll be a lot more videos on this channel, not just about freelancing, but then now turning that into a business, tools that we've used, and just a bunch of other stuff that involves creator businesses, the creative space, and how to actually make money using your creativity. Cool, that's about it. And yeah, I will see you guys at the next video. Peace.